Hi there, everyone. Hi, Charlotte. So this is a live stream. If you're watching this back, this is recorded live. I'm just cleaning my glasses. This is recorded live with a live chat. So if you don't want to see this part, just squiggle along until we get to doing the hair. So today's a bit of a change in plan, change in schedule. Hi, Lou. I was meant to do unicorn hair today, and I wasn't quite prepared because I've not done anything in my free time. Hi, Anna. So I've swapped it over to the next one, and I'm doing the Strawberry Blonde Natural Red hair today, and then I will do the unicorn hair next week. Hi, Dash. Hi, Helly. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. So I wasn't sure if I'd be able to stream today because of pain, but I'm here. Hi, Da. Hey, Nelly. Hi, Pam. Michelle. Terry. Welcome. I hope you have a good time over here. Hi, Flory, Randy, Mum. Hi. Hi, Dawn. That's okay. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Joey. As you can see what we're doing today, we are doing Strawberry Blonde Natural Red hair. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry M and Terry W. Dash. But we'll get there. How are you all? No. We've got two Terrys today. Okay, so I let everyone come in for the first couple of minutes, and then we will crack right on. I will run through which colours you will need at the very beginning rather than at the end. And then if anyone's doing this along with me, you'll know at the very beginning. I'll put them out so you can see. We're using Prismacolors today. I'd already had this prepared from a previous image that I had done. So we're good to go with this one. So they're all the colours that we're going to need in the Prismacolors today. And then next time will be unicorn hair. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that we get this unicorn hair on the road. I've started it. I've just not had the back power to finish my test run. Oops. That's okay. Go and lie your head down. Hi, Elizabeth, and I wish you better. Okay. Also wanted to quickly show you. These are super cool. So you know we got pencil extenders. These are Christmas ones. Can you see the patterns of these? So I got these because I haven't got any metal pencil extenders. But you know, hi Elizabeth. But you got ones with little Christmas trees. Ones with snowflakes. I hope you can see that through the wrapping. Ones with a like candy cane type. Ones with little dancing reindeers. And Melvina, they're on Mariola Budek's Etsy. And then this one's got little snowmen. Can you see those? They're so cute. And obviously I'm going to need an extender today, so I'm going to use one of them. I know, they're so adorable. They really are. So why I'm a little bit late, I was just on the phone to Sky TV. Melvina, the link is there from Lou. Thanks, Lou. So I'll give everyone a little minute to get in and cozy, comfortable watching, and then we shall carry on. And we'll just jump straight on in here. So as I said, I am doing a natural redhead today. Hi, Pickle. How you doing? So I'll give it another 2 minutes, and then we'll carry on. As I said, if you're watching this back, remember the live chat takes a couple of hours to load because the Google robots have to do their thing, and you can skip along until I pick the pencils up, or you can listen to me chat away to everyone in chat. It's entirely up to you how you would like to do your viewing. I didn't even see that. What did you win, Jodie? What did you win? Share away. I like to know the ins and outs of everything. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to Dee Dee, who sent over Chip's portrait. And a huge thank you to Dev, the modernist colorist, for a thank you gift, bless his heart, which was a Jo Malone candle. So huge thank you and big, big, big hugs to both. Ah, you got the Hannah Lynn one. Well done, Jodie. Congratulations and enjoy it. Okay, so we are just going to go straight on in here today. I will, as I go along, as I said, I usually describe the process. If you've not seen one of these before, I will tell you the pressure of the pencil. I will tell you the stages. I will tell you how I'm doing each step bit by bit. Wasn't Helly, isn't it amazing? Isn't it one of those that the sort of flip throughs don't do it justice kind of thing until you see it, you know, face to face and you're just, oh, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to stick another image behind just so that we've got a nice cushion for this one. And I'm also going to put this together. There we go. And I will talk you through, as I go through each step, what I'm doing. Hi, Desiree. It is amazing. I completely agree with you. So as I said, guys, we are using prisms today, nice and easy. This shouldn't be a complicated one. I've done this in the past and it has come out how I wanted it. So we're just going to go straight in. I will put the little cards in the corners. Hopefully you can see. I've done it with a Sharpie, so it's nice and big. That's okay. Thanks for joining, Tati. I know you're working. So I'm going to do nice sharp pencils. Hi, Kimberly. And my first kind of lay down is going to be very light. So I'm going to talk you through. Okay, so I'm going to just zoom you in one. Is that nice and clear there? And then hi, anyone that I may have missed. Huge, huge, huge welcome and a happy Thursday to you. Okay, so my first lay down is going to be very light and it's going to be jasmine. You can see in the corner, I'm always going to put these cards in whichever, you know, kind of pattern that I'm going along in. So this one is Jasmine in PC 1012. I think I'm going to start from bottom and work my way up instead of down. No, I'm going to work from the bottom because this is darker. So very lightly apply into your white spaces because this will brighten up your orange or natural type of gingery type colour. It lifts it. And I did this initially at first on the one that I did in Serene and it worked out pretty well. Thank you. Hiya, May. Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, we went out the other day. That's why I wasn't around on Tuesday. We had dinner with Andrew's family, so I called them the in-laws, even though we're not married, but we've been together long enough for me to call them that. So we went for our Christmas dinner with them because his dad is going away very shortly, and he won't be around for Christmas. So we had our Christmas dinner out then, and felt like I'd not done something in years. And I think anyone that's at home a lot can relate to, especially if you've got pain and you're sort of stuck indoors a lot. When you go out and do something, it's such a breath of fresh air. Hey, Kim. Hi, Ashley. Ah, pickle, nice. It's a nice colour. I like natural red ginger type colours. I love them. Love them. So, yeah, it was lovely. So thank you for saying that. It was a lovely afternoon out. I paid the price the next day, which was yesterday. You could laugh at me. I hadn't had a drink in 3 years, alcoholic drink in 3 years. And I had 3 glasses of wine. And I hadn't drank in so long that my stomach didn't agree, put it that way. I like it, Anna. I love ginger hair. I love it. I don't think anyone should ever be ashamed of ginger. And I know it's a taboo one, but I love it. It's a beautiful colour. Did anyone watch Desperate Housewives? And you had Brie. Her hair colour was brilliant. So I'm laying this down very lightly, just making sure. I'm going to do all this section here with the jasmine. So I chose this particular one because it wasn't too many directional changes, but enough to be able to lay the colours in. So we've got quite a lot going in one direction, but I really liked this I think it would showcase the colour really well. So I chose this particular image out of the 9, because you get 9 in that pack, I think. And I thought it was a really nice one to put the ginger down on. Does it? If I do it that way, you can see. Maybe it's the... it was beautiful. Does it look like it now? Is it jasmine-y rather than pinky? Oh, okay. I was getting worried then. I was thinking, oh no, I wanted to show the true colour. I might have to fiddle around with the settings in a minute. Maybe that's why. But I'll have a look in a second, Lou. I'll put this one little coat down and I'll have a look. Okay, so it's just a base. It's just to take away that, you know, that white. Oh, so do I, May. So do I. I'd be proud to have it. Okay. What about now, Lou? Is that taking it down? I've taken the colour down. Sometimes you have to fiddle around with the settings. Hold on. Okay, let me fiddle for a minute. Make sure that the settings are right and you can tell me. Bit better? Take the brightness down. Is that better? Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm gonna work my way up. So I'm gonna move it now. I'm going to put in some goldenrod. That's the good thing. Just shout it out to me if there's anything that doesn't look quite right on your screen, because I've got bright white lights in my face and I won't see things how you see it unless you tell me. So don't feel that you can't shout out at me. Hi, Diane. If there's anyone that's aiming anything at me, remember to pop it in caps so I see it. Okay, now I'm going to grab my goldenrod. Goldenrod is going to start to layer in my oranges. So I'm going to go from here. I'm going to go from the very bottom. I'm going to have to put this down a bit. Hold on so we can get it. Don't worry about going on the hair because I'm not up at that section yet. Okay. So if I come down to this section here, I'm going to start to pull in some of this start of the orangey colour. So bring in on the, remember when I say you're taking out the grayscale. Hi, Dorothy. So you're taking out the grayscale with your colours, but the grayscale is your guide. So you're going to bring and drag the colour in at a very, I'm going to say a light to medium pressure, because you can build on, you can't take away. So we're going to bring some of this in, and we're going to go from our darkest section first. Oh, Sandra, yes, it's the Les scenes. I did it. If you look at my last book haul, I did a video. You'll see it on there. It's a huge Disney book, and you will see it in my last book haul for November. So if you pop over there, you'll get to see which one we're talking, or with regards to. So I'm dragging in the goldenrod for now. And you want to leave some highlight as well, but you're going to put some red elements, and obviously we're going to bring a little bit of black, but not much. So the underneath is fairly dark. Now I'm pressing medium to a very, I'd say bordering on a firm at the darkest parts only, and I'm releasing my pressure to medium to light as I'm coming up. And that's to vary the pressure into the grayscale areas. And that's just how I approach it personally. Everyone's slightly different. You're welcome, Sandra. That's okay, May. You go and eat. Enjoy yumminess. Right, so these parts around here are dark. So you got to drag some colour into those greyed areas. And bring some of those colours up, and then as you're coming round, go with the direction of the hair. So follow the direction that the illustrator has given you and bring it round. So I hope you're well. Has everyone finished all their Christmas shopping, or you like me, you haven't begun? What kind of things have you been doing festive so far? Any meals, any parties, anything, any gatherings? Fill me in. We've had our first Christmas dinner, as I said, and I sat there making a few bits. I've got to mail everything out by the end of the week or the beginning of next. So hopefully people will get their cards and stuff. I haven't done anything. Oh, it's early. Early there. It is 4:30 in the afternoon. So I'm bringing up these strands. And I'm just going with the direction completely of the hair. So you really are going in a circle here. It's like a circular part, a circular section. And the same, you can drag some up into there and meet it. So just follow the direction that is coming. That's okay, Michelle. Thanks for popping in. You have a good day. So it's very busy this time of year. Very busy. And we noticed when we went out, you know, there's a lot of people on the roads and a lot of people sort of doing things. So I said to Andrew, I quite enjoy being at home away from it all. Okay, so I'm dragging in some of that into this section here. This is all dark, so you go quite firm on that bit. You got your direction change there anyway. Oh, thanks, Kim. Hi, Nia. Oh, you went to them. Oh, bless them. It might be, you can go on to Amazon France for that book as well, guys. If you're looking for that Disney book that we were just regards to, if it's sold out on Amazon UK, Amazon US do not sell it, and you know, just do not. But Amazon France do, so you can always go over to there and look Hatchet Heroes, type in Hatchet Heroes, and you will find a whole catalogue of Hatchet Hero Disney colouring books, and that will be included. All right, I'm going to have to turn ever so slightly, and I'm going to bring that same pattern of strokes into this section. I'm going to leave a lot of it with a highlight at the moment, because don't forget we've got these colours still to go. So you don't have to worry about getting it right at the moment. We're layering up. It's a process. Oh my gosh, guys, I've been addicted. Has anyone else watched them? The Hallmark movies have been crazy in my house. I've been watching them every day, 3 times a day. Sorry about knocking the camera. Hi, Katrina. Are you home now? How are you? We've been worried about you. Okay, so I just got a little bit over on that. This is Tombow Mono 0 eraser. This is brilliant for getting into small spots. Hiya, Bunny. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. So we're bringing that colour in and go one section at a time is my advice. One section at a time. So we'll focus on this part. We'll move our way up, and that's how I'm going to do it. So just nice sharp pencils. Sharp point allows you to get the strands. If you had them dull points, you're going to end up not strands. You're going to end up with a bit more of a block look. So it's good to kind of go along with nice sharp points. You might have to keep sharpening those pencils, but that's just part of the process of this one. Oh, Charlotte, me too. Hiya, Mona. Yeah, I've recorded loads. You should see my planner. And then tonight, I don't know if anyone's in the UK especially, we watch the darts every year. So I've just put the Sky Sports on for Andrew on the package, TV package that we've got, so we can watch the darts over the Christmas. We always watch that. Okay, so that's just the first kind of one that we've set in there. As I said, this is our guide. Then I'm going to bring it, I'm going to have to turn. Oh, you do. We love it every year. Hi, Donna. Ah, well, wish you better. And a speedy recovery. Oh, Terry, I'm sure everyone in the comments will have lots of them. I have to sit and think, and I can't think at the minute because my head is like down on pressures and colours and strands. Okay, so I'm going in still very, very, very lightly here. I'm not going heavy. And I am very much following the direction of the hair that we have got. Now I'm just going to move that up ever so slightly. I have to just turn it at a bit of an angle and allow those strokes to come down with the pattern of the hair that we've got going here. You know, this is the first bit of colouring I've done since my last live stream. I really need to sort of sit and try to do some again. Okay, so we're bringing in that same colour. And then these parts are quite highlighted, but you are going to bring some colour in. So very lightly here, I'm bringing some colour down and dragging it in. So you'll see how in a minute. That's okay. I understood. So nice and sharp. As I said, it might eat your pencils a bit, but the hair ones do. Right, so I'm going to bring round these strands. I'm going to bring those down a little bit more in a minute, but we'll go one section at a time. Medium pressure here. And allow to meet in the middle. So drag them up nice and sharp, and you're going to do that as you bring your other colours in anyway, you know. So nice and sharp and flick it up. And as you're coming up, release the pressure of your pencil. So again, I'm going to go with the direction here. Allow your hand to go round. And then into the middle, into that grayscale section, bring the strands up. And I'm going light here. I'm not going heavy. But you kind of got to go with what we've got. So I'm not adding anything additional in at the moment. And then same, just following that pattern round. So you can bring sharp strands down into the middle. And then meet, same with this section, bring it up. And then meet here again. So I'm really sorry if I'm not in chat for a second. I just want to get this first base down and explain the details of what I'm doing first. And then I will come into chat. Hiya, Janet. The wrench Terry is the mods. They're the ones that kick the trolls out. I'm turning my page a minute. They keep the streams safe of trolls and of harassment, bullying, you know, diverse subjects and all that good, you know, good stuff that we tend to not want in streams. And the mods are the eyes, my eyes, bless them. They're my great eyes, all of them. Love them all. Okay, so we're bringing that colour into the middle. So I'm just allowing my hand to just kind of do its own thing with that. And then I'm going to stop for a second. Terry, it's just practice. It's just practice. I just think after a while, it's known, for me, I work light to dark, some people do dark to light. So get the way that you like to do things and then build on it and practice. It just takes time. It takes time. And it's just knowing where I would like the colours to go, to where I'd like it to look like. Look at reference pictures as well. I mean, you can go on Instagram and have a look at many people's things. And it is just a matter of time and practice, really. Okay, so I'm bringing those strands into the middle. So as you can see, we're getting a base going. And then same with this here. I'm going to bring some of that colour down. And I'm just going to make sure that I've got this all covered with the goldenrod that I would like before I move on to anything else and start building up. So this is just a base coat to start with. Oh, Pickle. Hi, Shonda. Do you know I'm going to say this colour? The reason why is I love the vivid bright red. And I also really, really like to do golden blondes. My least favourite would probably be black because it's hardest to get right. However, that's a case of building confidence. So what about you guys? What's your favourite colour hair and what's your least favourite colour hair to colour? I think I love doing all hair, if I'm honest, but the least I'd say would be black because it's the hardest. Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you, Katrina. Natural red or dyed red, Lou? Like this one or the other one that we did? I love the other one, the vivid, bright, dyed red. Yeah, it's a curse. Hiya, Stephanie. It's a curse. It is so hard to do. And if anyone tells you that it's not, it's because they've practiced. But when you first go into doing black and you've never done it before, it's like, oh my goodness, how do I start this up? Where do I go from? Where do I put the highlights? What do I put the highlights? It is the most hardest to start with for a beginner, I think. Oh, you love the black blue. Oh, blue hair's lovely. Ashley, have you tried it recently with the combination? I'm just going to move from this colour to a different colour at the moment. So I'm going to start laying in Cadmium Orange Hue. Is that nice and clear to you guys what colour that is? And I'm going to have a nice sharp pencil. Yeah, I'm blonde hair. I love doing in many different forms. I think my golden blonde is probably my favourite to do. But there's so many. I just love doing hair, if I'm honest, in any colour. Give me any colour, I'd love to do it. It's just working out the combinations for me. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Cadmium Orange Hue, PC118. So it's got a nice long name on it, and I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. Yeah, I've got them here, PC118. Do you want me to type it in so you know? 1 second, guys. Let me just type in. This is the order that we're doing it in, okay? So 1012, 1034, 118, 1032. Hold on, guys. 925 and 935. That's the colours that we're using today. So I'm going to grab this colour now. Now we're going to start oranging it up and add in, before we put our reds in and stuff, and toning it down. We have to make it brighter before we put the toning in. So I'm going to start to bring in, because we're always going to layer up, bring in this Cadmium Orange Hue. I have written the numbers on here as well, on each one. It's going to be next week, Pickle. It's meant to be this week, but I didn't have the back power to sit there and work it all out because it's going to be a lot of colours. I've done the base for it, which I showed Lou and Desiree. I've worked out the base colours, and I haven't quite worked out how to go about it yet, so I have to practice before. So that will be next week. All right, so I'm going quite light. I'm not going medium. I'm going very lightly. You don't need a lot of pressure with this colour because you're going to bring it quite orange to start with, but we're going to tone it down with darker colours like this. Yeah, yeah. Ashley, maybe when you can, if you've got a printer and you've got access to Etsy, treat yourself to this pack because it's well worth the money to, it's so enjoyable and to practice as well. Okay, I'm going to just turn the paper for a minute. And I'm going to medium pressure on my pencil. I'm going to allow that to come up. And the same, I'm going to bring and release the pressure as I'm on my way upwards. You know where I say the swish and flick? It really is a swish and flick. So you're swishing your pencil up and flicking it out. So with this, as I said, it's just your base colours really. And your goldenrod, you will see in a minute because we're going to bring that back in and introduce that back in. And the colours all together is what makes it. I've tried it without, I think I tried it without this colour and went straight to the pumpkin orange. And it didn't quite have the same effect. So it is a case of all the colours work together and merge together really well. So I am bringing this cadmium orange hue in. And I'm bringing the colour to meet into the middle. And it, as I said, it is a case of, yeah, it does start to pop. There you go. Your taste changes. Do you not agree? So as time goes on, your taste will change towards certain things, and things that seemed either impossible to you in the beginning, even though they're not, or seemed scary or seemed out of your limiter, because you limit yourself. So they seemed out of the limitations that you've put within yourself. It will change, and then you'll grow and evolve. And then you start to become like fearless in a way. And that's good. I like that attitude. Fearlessness. Just going for it. Right, so I am bringing that colour around. I've done a little bit too heavy there. So I'm just going to, bear with me guys. I just want to take some of that out. Because I went over the line slightly. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. So I'm going to really have to turn this for a minute. It does. Thank you. It will get there. We'll show you step by step. Okay, so as I said, we're bringing that round. You've still got the goldenrod peeping through. You're not losing that colour. Same with the jasmine. We're going to return with that as well at the very end when you're putting your finishing touches in. So your grayscale section, as you can see, your grayscale was this. Now it's this. So your colours, that's okay. Your colours will really be your grayscale. So your grayscale is an aid, and then your colours will take that role over. So that is all you're doing here. So again, you're going to bring some of those swishes down. You want to kind of bring them down a little bit and release the pressure of your pencil on your way up and down. So again, I'm going to sort of bring it up here. And I'm going to release, and in the middle is going to have a little bit of a section. So same with this part. So here's got a little bit more of a deep, sort of heavily grayscaled area. So you can go with whichever way you want. So bring that in and very, very lightly apply that colour in to start with. Don't go heavy. You can build on. See? So you've still got a tiny little section here, which is a highlight. But then you've got these parts here that's not. Same with this area. I'm going to bring in to the sort of the middle and meet it. So you still got the colour, but you're meeting it. And again, this is heavily, so you might want to add a little bit more strands here. And then in the middle, you're leaving. So you're just judging it. Thank you, Shonda. So just keep with the pattern of how it's going. And as I said, we'll work our way up. So here is very heavy, as you can see. So you can deepen this a little bit more when we get to our pumpkin orange and our crimson lake. So for now, we're going to use it as a guide with our cadmium orange hue. And as I said, if you watch this and you're not very fluent in English, it's the numbers are here. It's 118. And this section, just bring in, you're going to have to keep that pencil nice and sharp. Bring up the colour. So just keep with it and we'll keep going with it. Thanks, Susan. Bless you. So again, I'm bringing that colour around, and you can, but the good thing with Prismacolors as well, if you haven't got the full set, you can access single stock very easily. So if you want to add just a few colours in at a time, you can just go for a few colours at a time, and it's not a huge expense to you, which is a good thing, because some pencils are a little bit hard or a little bit more expensive, like the Luminance, to access at, you know, prices that they can be, whereas Prismas aren't, and Prismas are very accessible to all. I'm going to turn this a little bit. Take care, Shonda. Have a good day. So I'm just bringing in that colour again. I have to keep turning the paper. Michelle, where are you? Are you in Australia? Because they've got their summer. It's so cold here. It's -1. It's very cold. I wouldn't want that heat though. I'd be sweltering. Sweltering, 45 degrees is hot. We'd all be sweltering, I think, in that. It's like I need a happy medium. Do you know what I mean? A happy medium where it's not too hot, not too cold. Nice. Botswana. Is it your summertime now then? Does it ever go cold? Okay. Just keep bringing that colour up. And then we've got a base there as well. Oh, you met the president. How cool. You've had a good day then. So again, just bringing some of this orange in. You got the colour? Yeah, you got the colour. Hiya, Dev. Are you home now? If you need to go at any time, Dev, just go and relax yourself. And I did say a huge thank you at the beginning to you for the happy mail. So now you're here, I'll say it again. Thank you very much, truly, for the candle, because you listened, bless you, at a time where I didn't say it as meaning it as anything. We were talking about what we liked and stuff. So thank you so much for that. All right, you go and get yourself a cuppa. So just bringing those strands in. And this part again underneath, sorry about knocking the camera. Underneath, I'm going to lay it down a bit heavier into this section. And that's just going to be because it's a little bit darker, it's a little bit more heavily grayscaled. So just bring those parts in. So can you see this part starts to building up already? And then we're going to go over to pumpkin orange. Now, pumpkin orange is a little bit of a deeper orange, so it's going to bring a bit more depth. Now, you don't want to put it in too much, but it's going to tone down the really vivid, bright in your face. So the reason why now we start to bring other colours in, there won't be much of this one, which is the Crimson Lake, and there won't be too much black. But those two colours just help bring the strands all together. It just tones the colour down. But the oranges is what does the work. So we're going to use one of our nice little pencil extenders here. Thank you, lovely. So we're going to bring in our pencil extenders here, which is going to be fun. Oh my gosh, like it disappeared. Like it goes in and it disappears. So we've got to bring this up. I'm guessing that it will tighten it. Will these go in this one? Otherwise we're going to lose it. Bear with me, everyone. I think these ones are too big for this. I could be wrong. I might need to get my other one. No, we got it. So I'm going to put the Christmas trees today. I think that's cool, isn't it? Look at it. I know, I just tried it. I've got it now. I've not lost it this time. Okay, so we're going to put the pumpkin orange in. So this is a little bit deeper and you have to be a little bit more generous with your pressure, but don't snap your pencils because that's my trick. So I'm going to try bringing that down and toning down the orange a little bit more of a natural red. So I'm not putting it in all the sections, but I am going to introduce it down. So I'm going to sort of bring that down here. See, starts to tone it down a little bit. So we're just going to bring up those colours into, I'm going to say into your grayscale sections the most. Because if you bring it into your grayscale sections, then you can see the difference. You can really flick it up now and start to meet your colours. Your colours are now going to really meet together and merge together. Again, this is not tutorials. I don't say it's tutorials. This is my way of colouring. Is how I approach certain things. So at the minute, I'm just going through how I approach hair colours and what I might use that you might want to take away from the strange, you know. So don't forget, with Prismas, they do have a wax bloom and it might drive you nuts. So just have something on hand to dust it away, which I will be doing very shortly. Hey, Dee Dee. Thank you. And thank you so much again for Chips. I did say at the beginning, for Chips portrait. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. I need to go and get a proper frame for it so I can put it on the wall and then I'll be sending you the picture. But yes, me and Andrew absolutely love it. It's incredible. So Melody as well will get her soon, which I'm so excited for her because mine's amazing. So I'm just like, ow. Yeah, it did arrive very safely. Okay, so as I said, I'm just bringing in this colour to tone down the red, and I'm not going to put too much of this in. It's just to bring it and meet it. And then I'm going to have to turn the paper, just turn it a minute, and I'm going to start to layering the pumpkin orange. And very sharp strokes outwards. It's just going to tone it down a bit. But we're going to introduce back some, because these are not going to be white spaces. I know. He was a great model. He's quite the model. These are not going to be white. We're going to bring back our two original colours to kind of merge that all together after. But you have to see the strands and we'll work our way up anyway. So I have to turn the paper for a second, just on this little section here, otherwise I can't get to it. And it's at a funny angle. This part will all be straight, so you won't have to turn you around. So I'm just bringing in those strands here. And again, I'll sort of meet them up. And I'm going to do that on these sections as well. Just meet them up. And that's all I'm just going to keep doing. It's just the process of layering up to when I'm happy with the hair colour. I know. But you have to talk to him. You have to say, like, usually my trick is, where's Rosie? And Rosie's his favourite toy. And as soon as I say that, his head goes. So I said to him, when I sat him next to the portrait, I was like, come on, Chip, be a model, show Dee Dee. And I had to sit there saying, where's Rosie? Where's Rosie? And when he did it, he tilted his head as if to say, I don't know, Mum. I was like, snap, quick, snap it. You have to be so quick with pets because they've got short attention spans and they don't sit there for very long. You're just like, oh, no, just sit. Sit still. Don't move. It's like baby. You can't tell them, can you? You just like, stay there. So Yeah, bless him. He was a great little model. Okay, so back to pressure of the pencil. So I'm going from a medium to a fairly firm pressure down. And the reason I'm doing that is so that you can see the strokes. But obviously, when this all comes together, you'll be able to see it a little bit more because we're going to put in a little bit of depth as we go through. This area here is a little bit more heavily grayscale. So we're going to allow the pumpkin orange to just play a little bit more of a role in that part. So just with the direction, go with the direction of the hair. It's very, 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 very directional, these hair illustrations. I've got them in all kinds of ways. That's okay, Desiree. That's okay, Dash. Although it's nice to stay in your jammies all day. And same with this section here. I'm just bringing a little bit more depth into that area, and I'm going to try and get this to go from the top where there's no spaces, but you space it out as it comes down, because I've done the demonstration quite a few times. But when you're looking at hair, you're not looking at doing sort of that constantly. You're kind of going from a point and fanning out. That's kind of how I approach it. And I've done that on demonstrations before, but we do have new subscribers. So if you're here and you're watching one of these for the first time, that's kind of what I'm going from. I'm going from a point and fanning out so that it works. Otherwise, sometimes it can go looking a bit like it's too many strokes scattered. Right, okay, so this section here, again, I'm going from a point and fanning that out, and I keep doing that. And just allowing the pencil to sort of do all the work for me when I'm going with that swishing. Yeah. Hey, Skylar. Oh, thanks, Katrina. So I'm just putting a little bit more down at the bottom, as I said last time, because that part is a bit more heavily grayscaled. Right, so this is starting to build up quite nice now. Now this section here, we're going to not worry about that in the moment because we're going to come back to the middle. Now we're going to put in a few more details. Now the details will come in the form of a red. Hi Faith, how are you? Who's Harry? I've missed someone. Hiya, Harry. Have we got Harry in the house? I've missed someone, haven't I? Hey, you're here. Hiya, Harry. Good to have you over here. I've never had the art gear guide in one of my streams before. Hiya. I do watch your videos, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to my Crimson Lake. And now I'm going to start to bring in some details. Now, I'm not going to over flood the illustration. I'm just going to use this as a bit more of a deeper guide. It sort of brings the depths in. So I'm allowing those strands to kind of just now bring to life a little bit more. It raises that colour a little bit. So it brings a little bit more depth, but you're not going to flood it with too much red, because otherwise it's going to then turn the illustration from like strawberry blonde to red. But when I look at red hair, there is a red element in it from what I've looked at. I mean, some of them have, for sure. They've got like a reddy gingery colour. So this is going to sort of play that role. And bring sort of that down to, it starts to see how much it changes the colour. So we're going to play with the strands here to how we want it to look. This is just a build up to start with. Now I'm going to have to turn you. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, this one, because I think I've done it before, Pickle. I'm a little bit more, not confident, I'm going to say confident. I'm a little bit more sure of where the colour placement goes from where I've done it in the past. The black hair took forever. So I am just sort of going with the direction of the hair. I have to turn the paper on this part, otherwise I'm going to muck it up. So medium pressure, guys, not too heavy. I'm not going heavy, and this just enables the strands not to overtake the picture, but is visible. And that is just how we're going to kind of go with the root of this now. So it will bring it together once we introduce some colours back in. Oop. Oh, thanks, Harry. How sweet of you. Well, I absolutely love your channel too. So, like for like. Thank you very much. That means a lot, truly. Okay, so we're bringing that round. Even though I'm quite modest, I don't do tutorials too much. I do how I colours because I have got no art experience like Dee Dee. She's got a whole lifetime of art and an amazing talent. I just kind of go with what I know and hope for the best. Okay, so I'm just bringing that red in and round. As I said, I have to turn you ever so slightly. Oh, Faith, how sweet. Take care, Skylar. Hi, Louise. How is your pencils? Have you tried them out, dear? Louise got her Artesias that she won on Saturday. They were delivered, so that was good. They are brilliant for the money. You saw I love doing the red hair with them. They're crazy amazing for the price. Okay, so we've got that red in there. Now I'm going to bring that to... yeah. Oh, fantastic. That's so good to hear. I'm so happy. So this one's going to be short, sharp strokes up to me. Yeah, so it's kind of like a, as I said, this middle bit, if I turn down the colour a little bit, you'll see. So this, if I turn it to that, you can see how deep the colours really are. Yeah, you had the Amazon fairy on her. So I will turn that up a little bit so you can see. So this little section here is going to almost be done. As I said, I'm going to reintroduce back the first two colours just to then introduce into the white, because we don't want the white. We want to eliminate the white. There's no white in hair. The hair is going to be the colours and not the white. So the white will be gone. We're going to sort of eliminate that out. But you have to build up first and do your layers. It's a layering process here. So we're still with our Crimson Lake 925. I've not changed. The card's still there. My hand might be over it. That's why I just said it out loud. And again, very sharp strokes. Release the pressure as you come off the page. So as you're going down, you'll get into the swing of it. You'll get into the swing of it. And what then happens, it just becomes something that you're doing without thinking. Yeah, so it just sort of comes around and sort of brings it all together at the end. The same with this section here. I'm going to sort of bring the underneath here in. Don't be afraid to do this part because it is a little bit darker to the rest. Then again, this is darker. This is darker grayscale area, so you can always release that in. Very short strokes I'm doing at the moment to meet in the middle. Yeah. Then I'm going to have to turn again, turn. I'm so sorry. And then we're going to bring it round here as well. We'll work our way up, and when it all comes together, we'll do all the finishing touches and the little touch-ups. They come at the end. And then it's all sort of, it all pieces together by the end, which is what we're looking for. Okay, so very lightly here I am. I'm not going heavy. And the same with coming round. And then I have to put my arm around here. I'm going to have to turn a bit again. We won't have turning on the other part, so just we'll stick out the turning at the beginning, and then, you know, we'll be in one position after. and then again here as well. So I'm just bringing that to the middle. I'm going with the direction of the hair here. I've not gone heavy on this colour at all because otherwise we're going to flood it. So your darker colours, you are going light to medium at most. Otherwise you flood the illustration with, you know, too deep, and you can't really take it away without erasing and then having to do the whole process again. So don't be afraid to do it, but also be wary about the pressure of your pencil as you go along. And then same with this part. You've got a section here that's sort of directional change. And then bring that in to the middle. So remember, sometimes I say to you about using the finger. The finger's a sort of stopping point if you're unsure about where to stop. But you should be able to see by the white parts. Use your white parts to stop. They're jasmine, and we're going to reintroduce that after. We'll get this whole section at the bottom done, and then we'll go up to the top. And then same with around here. Kind of all brings it together. So I'm just going to bring some of those colours up. Right, so before we add in our black, that's our final colour. We don't want that yet. We're just going to come back to our goldenrod. And we're going to bring some of that in now to, you know, these sections here. Because remember, we don't want them white. White isn't really in the hair. The shine will be in the lighter colours. So we're just going to bring that back into the middle sections. And this just enables it to tone it down slightly. But it's not going to be a white area, is it? We don't have white. So just use the strokes and strands. And they will be your guide. So again, I'm fanning it out as I'm coming along. And then the same with this part. Bring the strands in. As I said, this just is the way I do stuff. You know, there's so many different tutorials out there, I am sure, by people who are artists, but I'm just going with what I do in the colour books because that's mostly what I do. I did try sketching the other day, and you'll be proud of me, but it wasn't that great. Yeah, I thought, oh, I need to find a subject that I'm interested in, you know, and I love to do people, but yeah, that's not happening. It's not happening. But I'm not, it's confidence, isn't it? With anything, you have to build it up. Okay. And then if I want to tone it down a little bit more, go back to your very original colour, and then any mid parts that you can still see as white, add the jasmine in to finish that sort of mid-tone off. So just very lightly, if you need to add your highlights in. So we'll come back down to the end after with black, I think. Or we can add it now, actually. There's no harm in it, is there? Just want to bring a couple of more strands in the Crimson Lake a second. Just long strands, long strides, I should say. Just to bring those up. Make them a few more visible into the middle, I think. This is just me being me here. I'm just having to change a few things. So I'm just going to bring a few up. So, yeah, that kind of way. Same with this part here. Just kind of bring a few where they're a little bit harder, a little bit more aside where you can sort of spot them. And then if we want to do our black now, the way I select the black. Hi, Selena, how are you? how I want to put the black in, I'm going to be very, very selective. I'm going to have to move that up a little bit. I don't want to add too much because, again, you can overflood a colour. This is just small details, really. And I'm going lightest. I'm very, very, very light on my page here. So I'm kind of doing this pressure. If you were going heavy, it would be this. It's very, very light. It's touching the paper at such a light feel. It's really not heavy. It just brings in a little bit of detail. Like a tad, you can see at the top. We don't want too much. You will overflood it. So I'm just going to bring my arm around a second because I have to see what I'm doing. Again, I'm going to have to turn the paper, guys, just for a second. And I'm just going to add a few details in with the black. You can't go back from it, so be careful on your pressure. It is your final colour. The same with this part here. I'm going to kind of really, really lightly apply this. And the same within here. I'm not going too heavy at all. That's what I say. Just be very wary about your pressures because they can change everything. It just adds a little bit of detail. Adds a bit of depth, I suppose. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. Okay, just very small sections. There we go. Right, so from there, I'm going to move on up. We'll come back down if we need to adjust or add or take away. Yeah, Diane, it is the part to be wary on. Ah, thank you. Ah, thanks. It just adds a little bit of detail. I don't know if you can, if I turn it that way, you can kind of see. But as it goes on and it gets through, you'll be able to see it a little bit deeper. But we'll adjust as we go along. That's what I mean. So what we'll do now, we're going to go back to our original. I think I'm going to have to put it towards the end here so you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to have to come up. Oh, thanks, Alvina. Bless you. Thank you, everyone. You're so sweet. I'm glad you like it. That's the reason why I do it. So that, you know, you enjoy it and you can take it away and enjoy what you're doing. And hopefully it can help someone. Okay, so now I'm just going to, with my remaining hair, I'm just going to go for the base all over. So remember, a light coating of the jasmine. You don't want to take out your grayscale with it. Mostly focus on your white areas or your highlights. So go over the entire area with the jasmine. You want a decent amount of colour down. Is it still orangey pink or is it okay if I do it that way? You can kind of see it. Oh, thank you, Susan. I'm glad you like it. Very glad. So we're going to put it over the entire area. Focus on your white areas. Focus on the areas that haven't got as much grayscale on. Same with this section here. So you've got these hairs here, you see. Now I'm just going to use that and go round. So you don't have to go all block. There's a little area in between on that bit. So go with the, they're like individual strands. So there's one here. So go around them all. Bring, this is standing up on its own. That's a bit like my hair. I always have bits. And then all of the white areas, just lay your jasmine down in everything. Decent amount, but not too heavy. Just want to, you want to take out the white. That's your focus. You want highlights, but you don't want white. So all of it. No, thank you, Dorothy. So again, I'm just laying over, being generous in the white areas, not so heavy into the grayscale. This is a part that you wish you had sort of watercolors or something like a brush to kind of just go voila. So over all of it. I'm trying to be quick-ish. Good thing with these, they do actually lay down really well when you go quick. Prisms have got good coverage. I must admit that. That's okay, Louise. I'm glad that you're liking them. They are amazing. And the more you do with them, my only tip is if you get Artesian pencils, sharpen them first, because I think the colour laydown is so different. When you first get them, there seems to be like a coating over them. That's just me, and mine certainly did. And I had to sharpen them first before I used them, because I tried it without and it was harder to get off. The colour payoff was nowhere near as much. So I would advise sharpening all of them first, and then, you know, having a go with them and getting the true colour and the true payoff of them. You'll see, I bet you enjoy them more, and you'll see that they're a lot more vivid. So just give them a little sharpen. And if you try the red hair, then you'll see what I mean. They are so bright. You saw from our tutorial, well, I'm not hate saying tutorial, but it is like a tutorial. When we did the red hair, not this one, the dyed. It was very vivid, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got all the colour now down of the jasmine. Yeah, they have got a bigger payoff. Oh, really, Dash? Is that the Castle Arts? I never tried them. There was never on my agenda to try. They never sort of grabbed me in, I'd say. Right, so I'm going to do section by section again, but I wanted to get the jasmine down because that's the boring bit. That's the bit you're just going to go all over. So now you're going to go to your goldenrod. You want a nice sharp pencil. Oh, I would say the Prismas, Susan. You can't go wrong with Prismas. But the Artesians are great for the money. But I'd say if you really wanted to. Hey, Jane. I'd say Prismas, for sure. For sure. I think you'd have more fun with Prismas because you've got a larger range. Right, goldenrod. We're with the goldenrod. We're back to this. So, again, we're going to start with our layers. Let me have just a sip of my very cold tea. Okay, Katrina. That's okay. Hi, Lynn. Thank you so much, Jane. Okay, so again, I'm going to start laying in. And heavier grayscale sections you could be more generous with. Lighter grayscale sections lessen the pressure of your pencil, so lessen it from medium to light. Be wary about where you're going with your directions. Follow the direction of the illustration. If you've got an illustration that hasn't got any, you make your direction as according to the picture what you're doing, because there are many pictures that don't have a guide and you have to kind of, you know, think about it yourself. So you can do this still in that you're just going without the aid of it. So you would approach it the same way. It would just take you a little bit longer to work out where goes what or what goes where. That's what I was looking for. Fave, really? What's your faves? What's your favourite ones? Are you not for the soft pencils? You more like the harder chords? Like the polys? I love all my pencils. That's cliche, but I really do. They all serve purposes for me. I love them all. So again, I'm going to bring that colour down. Tilly's singing away to you. Oh. And then again, I'm just going to release that pressure up. So we've got some of it down. Take care, Diane. Oh, Lou. Lou, she's really, really having a good old time singing away. No, really? Can you hear her? She's having a good old sing-song. Good old sing-song, bless her. She's sitting on her, I think she's sitting on her swing. Yep. Oh, good old sing-song, bless her. Okay, so I'm bringing that colour round. I've just gone out the line there, but that's okay. We've got an eraser for that. So that section's light, so I'm not going to do it as heavy there. And again, sort of release that out. And this bit as well. So here comes upwards. No, he's beside me in his other bed. He's left his bungalow to be beside me. No, he goes in it during the day when I'm asleep sometimes. He's still not fully taken by his bungalow, but he's all right with it. He's still, do I like this or not? Should I? But mind you, he was snoring in it yesterday and the day before, so I don't know. Maybe he does like it. He's just playing a little bit like he's not quite sure, kind of thing. They're funny, aren't they, dogs? They don't like too many changes at first. So he's still got his old bed around. Okay, so that section there is done with the golden rod. I'm just going to allow a little bit more in this part. And then we're going to I'm going to move up after. I'm going to put a little bit more down in this part here. And then we're going to move to Cadmium Orange Hue. Again, I'm going to start to layer in. So I'm going to come here first. Light, not too heavy, because we can't take this away. So be selective on your strands and think about how much of it you want in this section. So allow it to go up, but stop it not too much. There are so many books, Bunny, aren't there? They never stop coming out. They never stop. They're always bringing something out. See, I was like that. I think now I want to focus more on the supplies, but then, you know, then they come out with more books from amazing artists, and then you think, oh no, why are you doing this to me? So again, I'm going to leave a little bit of a highlight in between. And I am literally flicking that colour out. So you can see there's still a bit of a highlight there. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? I wish you better. Sorry to hear you're not well. I know. I know, Dorothy. It's never ending. You think, no more, no more. I've got enough. And we have got enough. We're not saying that we haven't got enough. But then this a new amazing one comes out. And then it's another, oh, just that one more. Oh, we need that one. Never ending. I don't even care anymore. What's the point? Life's short. Be happy. Okay, so bring that down. And again there as well. Bring into the middle. I'm pressing quite firm and releasing as I come up. So you can see that it's just a bit of a middle difference. You got the Prisms for $50. Yeah, I did last year. They didn't do it $50 this year, but last year I did, and that was brilliant. They need to take them down again, just for a day. Right, turning, I'm turning. As long as you can see what colour we're using, 118. It's because I've got to turn with this. So just allow that to come in, stop, go over the directional changes by what you can see in the illustration that's provided for you. And same on this section again. So use the lines that you've got set out. And then into the middle, leave a highlighted section. So I need to just do that again. I know, Dash, but I've got faith that they will do it again. Of course they will. They won't leave us hanging forever. It's just a case of waiting. But I think they will again. I genuinely do. I do. I think that they will come down. They just didn't want to do it for Black Friday, so they kept us waiting. It's just a case of having to keep looking, which is a pain in the bum. Okay. I think they're probably the most used, most best-selling, I'd say, out of the two most popular brands are the Polys, aren't they, and the Prismas. Prismas, I'd say, are the most popular. They've been going the longest, I believe, and they're versatile. But the two main brands that we all know, love, and have, I think most of us now, is Polys and Prismas. And I think that very, very frequently they'll drop them, you know, a bit, but to go down drastically, we have to wait. Yeah, me too, Honor, without a doubt. Thank you, Kim. Okay, so I'm just going to do the next colour. I'm going to quickly go and pop the kettle on because I've got to move, and then I'll be back. It'll only be like 2 minutes. So we've got pumpkin orange next, and I've got to sharpen it again. We've got our little pumpkin orange. We've got our baby one today. Hey, Kim. And then we're going to go into these sections a bit heavier. On the grayscale sections only, you can allow some to come down a little bit further. So allow your pencil to kind of just go with, don't be afraid to do that, because you've got the direction going, you've got the point, and you're kind of just fanning out. See, just fan it out. And the same with this section here, it's very heavy, so we're going to go there. Go with the round and these parts. And then same into here too. So just continue that process. And then this part again. So you're going to bring those little strands, not long, and you can lengthen these ones and meet. So just meet them up. Oh, sorry, Sammy. I was wondering if you could suggest about 3 or 4 adult colouring books with different paper types for me to test my pencils I'm reviewing. If you email me, Harry, if I put my email address, email me, and I'll put a little list of suggestions. Maybe as well, Dev can help me out with that one because he's got a catalogue. So yeah, we can talk about that one, Dev, if you're still here. Give me an email, Harry, and I'll send you a little list. Outlook.com. There you go. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Nice. I love walking the dogs. Not so much in this cold, though. Okay, so again, I'm just sort of bringing that all together. So I'm going by eye. Use your eye here. And then, because I have to have a little think. I can't think on the spot. That's my only thing. Because I've got so many books. I have to just look on my shelf and then I'll soon let you know. I'd definitely say like the Sequums types because they've got a different paper altogether. Then you've got the ones like the Clara Markovas and Tenderful Enchantment type, you know, and Hannah Carlson's. They're all very similar papers. Then you've got Create Space papers, of course. So you've got a catalogue there. There's so many. Oh, no, his collection's humongous. He's been good at collecting. Okay, so now I will go on to my Crimson Lake. Then I'm going to introduce some at a very light pressure of the pencil. So be wary about this part. And when you're bringing that down, you can make it a little bit harder when you come to the top, but flick your pressure out as you come down. So remember, they make a bit of a wax bloom. So just brush it away. Don't do it with your hand because you'll smudge it. Just brush it away. And I'm going a little bit firmer here because it's a little bit darker in this part with the directional change. It is, Dorothy, yeah, it is. iCuco's ones are all CreateSpace paper with a black backing. Welcome back, Helly. Yeah, they are all CreateSpace. However, you can buy the PDFs, Dorothy, and the PDFs you can obviously print on as different paper types that you would like, depending obviously which ones that you prefer. But you can also make copies, you know, it's independent. But if you buy the actual book and you don't want to make copies, it's just copy paper. But they're lovely. I've got the Surreal Fantasy one. I've not done one yet. And I've got the Elegant Faces one, but not the, is it the Japanese? Yeah. I think as well, Dee Dee did, she did pan pastels on the iCucos on CreateSpace, and they took to it perfectly. So there's quite a few mediums that will be perfect. And if you're a marker person, marker basing always on CreateSpace always goes down a treat. So there's lots of different things that you can do with CreateSpace, and it's not to be feared. Oh, thanks, Lou, for sharing his channel. Yeah, he does amazing pencil reviews. Right, the link is there for the art gear guide, guys, if you don't know about Harry. Whoops, I'm just turning. Okay, so on this part, I'm going to, again, bring round. Not too heavy. Remember, darkest colours, lightest pressure. Lightest colour, medium to fair pressure. So if that makes sense. So the darkest colours that there is, the lightest pressure you'll put into paper. Now I want to go back to my goldenrod a minute. And again, we're going to use that into, whoops, there we are. Hey, Starbucks, how are you? So I'm just bringing the goldenrod back into the white sections. I say white because they're not white, but they are, you know what I mean, the highlighted. So we're going in there with the goldenrod only. So again, you're going to bring those in. Be quite seldom because you're going to bring jasmine as well. And that can tone that down back to a sort of medium type. Ah, thank you. Oops. Oh, you're welcome. You're a part of the community. I know you don't do colouring. You don't do, what do you do then? Do you do art of your own, Harry, or have you thought about branching then into the colouring books now? Okay, and I'm going to get my jasmine. Like, share away. All of you can share your channels at the minute. If you want to, if you've got a channel here and you're here now, share away. I just say to people when they first come, don't spam, but you can share. Okay, so with the jasmine, nice and sharp, and just bring that in a little bit. So we can always tweak it at the end. Don't forget, we can go back over and tweak. So make sure all your white areas or your highlighted sections are completely gone. You don't want white. You want that to be your lightest colours. And that just means that, just making sure, that just means that there's no big nasty white spaces, just nice highlights. Oh, Isabel, if you go to Podbean, if you've got Passionista Colorista's Instagram, she has all of the links. And May, I think, has got it over there as well. So if you go over to Isabel's channel, Jen's done one as well recently. And I think she said she did a Christmas special coming up. So that's nice. There you go. There's the Podbean there. Okay, and then we're going to get our black. And again, this isn't going to be too much. This is going to be very light. We've had a lot of new subscribers over the last 3 weeks. So if you are new, thank you very much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the channel. There's lots of amazing people in the colouring community that you can also go and venture to. And I hope you feel, welcome. Okay, so we're just bringing that black in just slightly, ever so slightly. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it. That's okay, Faith. And then introduce some black into these areas, but not too much, remember. And the reason is it can sometimes just plague it and you'll lose you'll lose kind of what you're not aiming for. No, it kind of branches out though, doesn't it? I think art is art with a lot of people. If you start to learn about, pencil mediums and other mediums, and then like it branches, doesn't it? So I think that's, it can lead to other things for people because they might discover that actually they're really enjoying it. So it always dependent, I think. I'm just going to go back to my cadmium orange a minute. One thing leads to another, I think. I just want to bring that in. I just want to make sure that I've got that red tint in there a little bit sort of visible. There we go. I just wanted to make sure that that bit was okay. Yeah, right. So we're going to move to the top now. I'm going to quickly go and grab a cuppa so you can grab a tea. We're going to use until I get my other one, I'm going to use my tea and colouring sign. I will be literally 2 minutes. Ah, Stephanie. I'll be 2 minutes because I need to get up and move my back. So bear with me, everyone. I'll be 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Shit, why are you barking? Let's move that aside a minute. There we go. That should be nice and straight. Right. That's it. Right. I am back. I needed tea. When you talk a lot, you realise you need tea. It's an essential part. An essential part of the stream. Hey, Kenny. How are you? Sorry for those that joined and I wasn't here. I was getting a cuppa. Oh, I've left my glasses in the kitchen. I'm up again. I'm up again. Right, I'm back for certain. Up, down, up, down. Mind you, it's good for your back. If you suffer with back problems, sitting in one position is never good. But you have to get up and down. It's an essential part. See how amazing your sign comes in, Pickle. I love it. I have it in my cart. Righty, let's get back to this. So we are going to Goldenrod. And Goldenrod is our second lay down. So don't forget, we put Jasmine down. Kenny, for that, if you're coming in. Oh, hey, Christy. If you're coming in just now, we've been doing red hair. And I've just put Goldenrod is next. I've just put Jasmine down. So if I turn it, you can see it's quite a yellow, dulled yellow, buttercup yellow. Right, sorry, I just needed a sip then. Righty, let's get back to it. I am heading to Goldenrod. Goldenrod is our second one. When you put down the Jasmine, if you've just joined, Jasmine just goes as an overall colour. You don't have to put any strands in that one. It's just a block down, cover all your white spaces and get all the white spaces gone. All the highlights is going to be your lightest colour. And then we're going over to Goldenrod. The names and the numbers are up here in the corner. So it should be nice and visible for everyone. Nice, sharp pencils. You don't want any small pencils. You want nice, sharp pencils, no dulled edge. Because this doesn't quite work unless you've got a nice sharp one. So I'm just going to put this in there as well. We're using, no, I'm so in love with them. I am using my new extenders, which are Christmas. And I have to turn the thingy. Okay, so we're going to also get our Goldenrod now. Hold on, I'm just reading up. You take mental health issues very seriously, especially after your injury serving in the British Army. Oh my goodness, Harry. I think adult colour in the community surrounding it is a huge help for those suffering. I totally agree with that. I think it's helped many who suffer with, you know, mental health problems or health problems in general, injuries and disabilities, limitations, you know, any of that. And hi, Loretta, how are you? I think it's given a gateway for a lot of people and a release for a lot of people that you might have felt at one time was not possible. So things might have been that a little bit tougher, and this is a different release and a good way to channel it. So I totally agree with that. Chip, you can't come up, mate. Okay, over to Goldenrod. I'm going to start with this whole section here. So we're going to go from sort of this part. So this whole area here, and then we'll go to the top after. Yeah, Jane, grieving. Yeah, grieving, post-traumatic stress as well. You know, there's quite a lot of things. It blankets a lot of problems. Hey, Guy. That's okay. Welcome. So, you know, it serves a purpose for many, for absolute sure. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding, as I say, this is a medium pressure, this one. We're going to start building up on it. And you're not going to change the pressure of this. I'm going to say a medium pressure. Key with a medium pressure with your Goldenrod. It's going to take out the grayscale, act as your grayscale, and act as your point to start building colour up. So start building on that. Yeah, it's good just to de-stress, isn't it? Let's face it. If you haven't got anything that you suffer with and you just do it for the enjoyment, it's just, why do you do it? You do it for enjoyment. No, that's the whole thing. Wherever did you get those extenders? I got them on Amazon UK. Aren't they amazing? They're Christmas ones. I'm just in love with them. You get 5 in a pack. So Kimberly, I did show them at the beginning. Let me show you them all quickly again. I love them. They're on Amazon UK. They are Christmas pencil extenders. Oh gosh, no, you got final stop. Oh, I'm so sorry, Harry. But you do such a great job. I'm glad you found a vice. Yeah, they're on Amazon UK. So I don't know if you're interested, Harry. You might like these. They're a bit of fun. They're pencil extenders. So you've got snowmen, you have Christmas trees, candy cane, reindeers, and snowflakes. And they're the metal ones. They're, you know, nice and sturdy and great quality. Really love them. I know. They are amazing. I just love them. I thought they were a bit of cheer, especially at the minute. And my Prismas are going down, as you can see, so I needed some extenders. So I was like, hell yes, I'm going on there. I want those. Oh, thanks. Oh, bless. Yeah, it's an Amazon UK thing, I think, these ones. You'll have to look out for them, though. They might end up putting them on there. Right. I'll put the link after I've finished the video for anyone that's interested in these. You have to give me a little minute because when I get off stream at this time of night, don't forget it's dinner time here. So I usually have to go and sort out dinner, sort out the dog, sort out everything. And then I sit down about 10 o'clock at night. I'm not even kidding you. So it won't be for a few hours until I update everything, which is fine. You know, it gives me a little bit of time to go and do my chores. But I will definitely put the link for them on there. And, you know, they are just so much fun, I think. So as I said, with this golden rod, don't change pressure. You're at medium. And you are fanning out those strokes. So fan them out like you would if you were to look at hair. And you'd fan your own hair out in your hand. So if you've got your hair in your hand and you fanned it out, it wouldn't be straight. It'd be all over. So just go with that in mind. So have a point to go with and fan the strokes out. And just keep with it. And the grayscaled areas, take them out with your golden rod. So use that as your guide. And as you can see, I do sort of build up the speed a little bit because you kind of got your guide to start here. I'm jangling, aren't I? Thank you, Lou. If you want them, they're out there in the links. And then, yeah, I know, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Yeah, they're there in the in the live chat if anyone wants the link now. So yeah, I will definitely put it in the description as well. Thanks, Lou. They're amazing. I love them. They're so cute. I'm a sucker for things like this because it's Christmas. Got to have something Christmassy on the stream. So let's do it in a pencil extender. So I am almost done with my golden rod because this whole section I'm going to do separate. So I think I do section by section so I've got the same direction and flow going at the same time. There we go. Then I'm going to change over to my Cadmium Orange Hue. Jane, I'm sorry. Maybe try adjusting your setting down. What setting are you on? Sometimes it's to do with that. Thanks. Hey, Connie. How are you? Thank you very much. So I need a tea. I need a tea. So we're down over to Cadmium Orange. Again. I'm going to bring in the strands. Now you'll see I'm not as quick as this part because now I'm selective. Although I want this section to be quite heavy with the orange. So now I'm selective on where I would like my strands to start building up. I'm going to have to turn a wee bit. Right. Now you can see, use your grayscale as your guide. And that is where you want your Cadmium Orange Hue to fan from. How long did you serve, Harry, in the British Army? And thank you for doing it, by the way. You're a brave, brave man. I salute all our heroes, our British armies, and just amazing. So thank you so much for your service. I truly support them. Oh, Jane, if at the top you should have a little cog, or it will be to turn it from 180 to 720, because sometimes that makes a huge difference. You might have to adjust the quality down in order for it to not buffer or keep losing connection, because sometimes YouTube is a little bit temperamental with that. So there's a setting where you can turn down the HD you can have it in HD, of course, which is the highest quality at 1080. However, you can turn it down and it shouldn't buffer too much. So again, just bringing all of that into the grayscale section. Now, be a bit more generous here. So you can see it goes a little bit faster. Yeah, it builds up. And then again here. So this part, it's got a few more like loose strands on its own. So you can kind of just highlight those a little bit. You can add some in at the end. We'll look at that at the end. And just bringing that orange up. Okay. Oh, 13 years. Wow. Where did you go to? Were you at many different places, or were you in one place? Oh, bless you. Well, thank you so much for all you did. Dash, Sammy, I sent pictures of to your messenger. What might you like to share with folks and stream and see? Hold on then, guys. So, okay. What these freebies? Oh, I don't want to. So, Robin, who's Dash, has just sent me that you can get these freebies on Bennett Klein's group. So you got the Grinch in the Santa, and then you've got a reindeer with a wreath. And then you have a female Santa Claus, which looks like in quite I'd say steampunky style, because she's got steampunk bits on her bag. So thank you very much. Hey, Robin, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, where was I? Cadmium Orange. I'm just going to take that off a bit. Right. Okay, so bringing some in. Now, these parts here I'm going to leave till last, the ones at the side. Thanks, Connie. Yeah, Colour My Sketchbook by Bennett Klein. I haven't visited there in a while, I must admit. Not because I don't like it. I haven't done anything with Bennett's recently. Hey, Roxy. I am okay. How are you? I'm all right. I'm getting there. Yeah, I've not been too good with pain recently, but you know me, I don't like to talk about it because there's more things that I'd rather talk about happy than my pain. But I am okay. I'm all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine. So let's go to I might have to do this with the other sharpener, because I don't think I'm going to get my sharpener extender in there. Oh, I just love him, Connie. Just love him. He's such a cutie pie. Beardies have a special place in my heart. I love them. Okay, so I'm going to have to go in with my my M&R sharpener this time. There's so many pages available out there for free now, isn't there? Hey, Jerry, thank you so much. Right, so we're over to our pumpkin orange. Hopefully you can see that nice and well on your screens. I've had to revert over to my other sharpener because this is in the way. Oh my gosh, you've been loads of places. Well, You went to Iraq. God, that scares the bejesus out of me. Wow, you got some stories to tell, Harry. Some stories. Well, thank you for sharing part of you with us. But as I said, thank you for all you've done and you've served. And I'm so sorry that you were injured for life. But it's never, ever, ever looked down upon how much you've done. And so, you know, you put your life on the line for everyone else in the country. So it's a lot. And I'm glad that you found an outlet, you know, pencil reviewing. It seems to bring you pleasure. And yeah, get those books. Get those gallery books. You'll find it a great release, I'm sure. Try one out. But I'll ask Dev when he's free and, you know, he's feeling a little bit better, bless him. And we'll compile a little list of favourites and things to try because he's got 1,000, you know, he's got a catalogue. So, yeah, definitely. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to my Crimson Lake and then we'll do the top section and the strands and finish her off. It's not too much, not too much. So, selection now, not heavy, just select how much you want, light pressure. And again, I'll show you how much pressure. So I'm going like this, you know, I'm not, this is heavy. We're not doing that. No, we want nice and light as we're going and it builds that pressure up. But remember, we're going from a point. Can you see the difference? It's a great release for so many people and I'm so happy that so many people find joy in colouring actually because, you know, you say the word out loud and people have a cliche behind it. Oh, it's for kids. No, it's not. There's adult colouring. It can branch. It's not. You're thinking about so many things that you can, you know, convert into other things. So, and it helps. Who cares? Who cares? Even if it was kiddie books and kiddie colouring. So, it's not that. It's the enjoyment. Okay, so again, I'm bringing this in. It's quite built up now. And I want to leave this area here for a minute. Don't want to, this is looking a little bit more sort of flashed out. That's fine. Look, we're going to come back. We're coming back. So as I said in the beginning, when we go backwards, we work light to dark and then we just bring some light back in. So back to your goldenrod and nice, heavy, hard strands in. And bring that into your highlighted section. Yeah, because it's a very common thing, isn't it, for soldiers to suffer with PTSD. And I'm glad she got it. Yeah, I think she probably, I know with me, you know, it probably is at a loss on how to help. So you've got everything now to try and help. Oh, Kimberly. Yeah, I am happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy when I hear that people are so happy with the hobby. Oh, Jane, what are you doing in school? Right, back a minute to the lightest colour. And that is just to take out all of the section in the middle that may be white. So just be generous with it. You can see little areas and just take those out. They're gone, be gone. Yeah, no, definitely, Christine. 100%. It is. I mean, Facebook and social media can be abused. No, it's not, you know, it can be, and there are the wrong people around, and we find that out in time, etc., etc. But on the whole, it brings everyone together. I think used right, it's a great tool. Great tool. So 100%. Hey, Susan. Okay, black. Again, be selective. Don't be heavy. Be light. And be just very wary about the pressure you are laying down with your black. You are just adding it in for details. And the reason I say that is because it can overflood and you will end up not being able to go back from it. So I'm going to say bring some of the black up a little bit, and the same with down here. And again with this area, just highlighting that a bit. So it just brings in a little bit of the, thanks Pickle. Really funny. I see, I'd sit there and I'm like, what are you looking at? If someone sat there watching me colour in a measurement, what are you looking at? What am I doing? What are you analysing? And then if they sat there and was like, oh no, I'm just watching what you're doing, I'm like, oh, okay. It freaked me out at first. Okay, so this one I'm just going to bring a little, because I've realised I just want a little bit more. That's what I mean, when you go section by section, you kind of adjust to what you want it to be. You go by eye now. If you've got to this point doing it, you're going by your eye. So I'm just going to bring in some pumpkin orange, and I'm fanning it out, and it just making the strands stand out a little bit more. Yeah. Yes, at first it freaked me out. I felt, oh, what are you doing? Okay, and Crimson Lake again. Again, I'm just bringing a couple more strands in to make it stand out. That's all it is. It's just being selective, guys, being selective. And as I said, if you got to this point, you're good. You're doing well. You're doing it well. So anyhow, going to get back up to here. I just need to empty. I'm going to just empty my sharpener because it's overflowing and I will have sharpening things all over the table. I'm just going to empty it and I'll be back. Hi, Chip. I'm not doing anything. He's just giving me a dirty look. That's what you're doing. Okay, ma'am. Okay. It's okay. Then it has sparkles. That's fine. That's all good. That's all good, Pickle. Okay, goldenrod. Now I've got to just sharpen this little baby up. Now I'm just going to go for the whole entire top section, everyone. So I'm going to be with one colour at a time for a little bit, because this whole section is going to be done in one go kind of thing, because we've got the kind of direction here. So I might work from this corner and work my way up, and then we'll do these bits last. No, Christine didn't. He was. I thought I was saying Steve, he was quite the model. So we've got our goldenrod, guys. He's my perfect little model. I love him. I love my little chipped pieces. Honestly, no words. Aren't these beautiful, everyone? I don't want to take the whole thing out, but Andrew bought me these the other day as well, and they're absolutely stunning. I don't want to prick myself or get the page wet. Hold on. But he bought me these beautiful, deep, thick red roses. Aren't they stunning? So they're these really Look how like luscious, and they're just so full. And he brought these home for me the other day. Our anniversary is coming up, but these weren't for our anniversary. But they're just a gorgeous thick rose. They're huge, and they've got so many layers. And I'm like, oh, I love them. They're beautiful. So yeah, bless him. He can be romantic when he wants to be. They're beautiful, aren't they? No more wet pages. No, I don't want any more wet pages. It's a good thing that it's PDFs though, because then it doesn't matter. I could have a bit of a disaster and it'd be fine. Yeah, like I love. Yeah, no, they weren't. Our anniversary's coming up, but that wasn't for our anniversary. Oh gosh, no, he's got to get more than that. He's got to go to town for the anniversary. Hi, Donna. They are gorgeous. Okay, back to hair. Oh, yummy. Thank you so much. And email me, Harry, and thank you for joining. And as I said, thanks for sharing your story. Yeah, we're all happy to have had you here. It was lovely to talk. Okay, back to this. I'm going to have to turn you. I might have to put your colour over here, actually, to be honest. Oh, no, maybe I can't. I have to put it over here. I'm not in this section anymore, am I? There we go. So we got goldenrod. And I'm going to take out my grayscale. We're going to go the whole way around. So we're going to have goldenrod for a while. And I'm going to set once so that I don't repeat myself a million times over it. You're going to do this at a medium to fairly firm pressure. So you're not burnishing the paper, but you are going quite firm, but say medium to firm. So you're not pressing down, but you are pressing enough. Thank you, Gabriel. So yeah, we're just going to introduce all of that around the entire crown of the head and meet in the middle. So the pressure will not change. So I'll only mention the pressure now. The pressure does not change. So this is where your lightest colours will be your firmest pressure. Your darkest colours will be your lightest. And I have to work on the colours for the unicorn hair for the next one. And at the moment, I'll have to put up a schedule for over the Christmas period on when I'll be on. Because obviously things over Christmas are a little bit busy. There will be a week where the Christmas period, Christmas falls on a Tuesday on my usual stream day. That's obvious, I won't be around that day. So I'll have to give you a little schedule. It is, Donna. It's an extension on there, and I got them from Amazon UK. They're a pack of 5. Lou has the link, bless her, and there's different ones. You get a pack of 5 and they're all Christmas related. So Lou's put the link in. Thank you very much. I knew they would be a popular choice. They're amazing. They came in the post yesterday and I got very excited because I ordered them and I liked the look of them. But when they came, they were even better. They're even better in like looking at them. So when I got them, I was just looking. I was like, oh, you know, when you go online and you look at something and you like it, you really like it. But then when you get it, you love it. That was the case. They were amazing. Susan, is it Dakoya? I don't want to say your name wrong. I'd say it's just by eye and looking at them. It's really difficult to explain it. I'd say just time and practice. In the beginning, I wouldn't have known anything. 4 years ago, I wouldn't have known. I think over time, you get to kind of play around with colour. So if you're wanting to do a certain subject, so we're going with the red hair here. So you want to do the red hair. Look at a picture of someone with red hair and look at the tones. And look at your Prismas or your Polys or whatever pencils that you own, your Artesias, whatever, you know, there's so many pencil sets. And look at the tones you can match and give it a go on a PDF because you can throw away a PDF if it doesn't go right. And then if you like a practice and you like the result, you stick with it and write it down. Yeah, try it on paper. Yes, I will, Jane. I will. I'm going to try and get here on Saturday with that. That will be Saturday. I've got to wrap up a few things as well. But it's because it's been very pain dependent at the minute. You know, with pain, it's very much based on what you can do and when. So I'm just judging it by that. But I plan to be on Saturday with that. And next week I plan to wrap up the Fairy Miracles background, do the unicorn hair, and the week after I won't be around because I won't be around much. I'll put up a schedule for you all when I should be around. As I say to you every time, that it is subject to change on pain. If there is, I will put up a community setting post and I will let you guys know. But other than that, I should be around. So yeah, we'll try and get it done. And hopefully I can do a longer stream on Saturday based on pain. You know, as I say, it's very subject. And that's the downside at this time of year. You can't really judge pain. You can't. And I hate to say it, you know, I hate talking about it. Good grief, I really do about my own one. But I have to let you know what's going on, so I have to sometimes mention it. However, this is an escape. So, yeah, that's the first and last I'll probably mention of it, but I'll let you know. Yeah, I can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. There's so many things I'm looking forward to doing. But yeah, the Rita Berman for sure. So if you haven't seen that, on the last, if you go over to Rita Berman's Instagram, you can get the link to the freebie. She has 2 and we're doing one of them. Okay, so I'm just putting in the goldenrod colour. And we're just Kim, I usually stream on a Tuesday at 4 p.m. UK time. I usually stream on a Thursday. That is usually two a month on a 4 p.m. schedule. And I usually always stream on a Saturday. Very rare that I don't, at 4 p.m. So it's always a Tuesday and a Saturday and occasional Thursdays, 4 p.m. And if you hit my bell, so subscribe, hit the bell, you should be able to. Hey, Leonie. And yeah, so it should be around at the usuals. If I can't, I'll let you know. And I'll put it on the community setting in the morning of that day. And I'll let you know. But I'm usually around. If I'm not, especially over the holidays, we've got like things coming up, or we've got to go out, or we've got dinner, or, you know, Christmas is busy, then I'll let you know that as well. So I am with my goldenrod over this entire part. As I say to you, medium firm. Medium firm. Hey, Sam. Hey, that's okay. You can go get your nails done. Okay, I'll see you soon, and thank you for popping in and saying hello, Sam. You're going to get Christmas nails. And keep your pencil sharp. I'm bringing these strands up higher because this section's a bit heavier. So some of them are lighter. I'm going to turn. Hey, Leonie, I love the colour. Like same, so I don't repeat myself and bore you to tears. It's the same pressure with the goldenrod, firm to hard, medium to firm, firm to hard. Ignore that because I talk too much. Yeah, same, not changing, and follow the illustration to how it's going. Same directions, same strands, same build up. There we go. Nice, and starts to build it up really nice. So how do you store them? I haven't, and do you know who has? Lou. And she has done them on rings. I do these just for the streams, for the hair streams that we're doing. But Lou has done them, and she's put them on rings. And there's no rush, Lou. There's no rush. So she put them on rings. She put a little hole on them, and on one of those, you know, those silver rings, and all together. So that's a good way, Robin. Punch a hole in them and keep them on a ring. Like a single hole punch, and keep them on a silver ring in sets, different set, and put the name of which set they are at the top so you can see. Yeah, Lou's done them. I'll show you when they come in the new year. I told her there is no rush, bless her, because I was going to do them and she took it upon herself. I was like, oh my God, I could eat you all. Hey, Nicotina, how are you? Good to see you, and congratulations on your Happy Mail, folks. Have you been enjoying your it's colour softs, isn't it? Have you been enjoying your colour softs? How are you finding them? Again, keep with the same colour for now. Hi, Zeely. And I'm just following around. And again, I'm going to have to turn. I'm going to have to turn. So these parts here, I am just bringing that to the same where it's gone, because we've got this part here that you just want to sort of follow. But this is quite highlighted, so we'll bring some of that colour down, but you want to see the strands, so add them in. Don't be afraid to add them in. So we've got a little bit of a highlight there. Am I gonna? Yes, I am, Bunny. This one, yeah, all doing today. I'm not going anywhere until it's done. I'm not moving my behind. My behind is firmly put until I've finished. Yeah, all being done today. Because, as I said, Saturday I want to start the Christmas colour along. Yeah. So, again, I'm sort of following that round. And keeping with the strands. Now, it's a little bit hard. It's not a sharp point with the M&R. I've got to turn. Okay, go get your coffee. Go grab your coffee, girl. I wish I could do an American accent. Can't quite pull it off. Right. This is a little bit heavier, so we're going to just, you know, lay a little bit more down in here. And then same with this section. So the goldenrod acts as your guide in a way. You're still going to see the colour of the goldenrod once you start laying in the other colours. And as I said, I did this without this colour and it didn't turn out the same. So the colour combination that I've got is what works for the result. If you take out a colour, you're not going to have it just exact. You'll have a colour combination. You'll have a good combination, but it won't look the same. So you have to follow the exact colours in order for it to come out this way. Right, we're there with the goldenrod. Yes. That is so true. I gave Lou a list because she said, have you got a list now? I said, yeah. So I gave her the list and she's like, you're missing this one. You're missing this one. I was like, oh my goodness, you're so right. I completely forgot. Oh gosh, you're going to be there forever. You're going to be there forever. Okay, so look, they're getting babies. They're going like baby pencils. I'm like, no. We are going to go to our Cadmium Orange Hue now. Yeah, she does. No, she does. she really does. So I'm sure you got this. I'm sure you've used this. I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Okay, so this next colour, we're going to be using it medium, but not as hard as we were going a bit firmer with the goldenrod. So this one, I'm not going to be putting down as heavy. It's going to be light to medium instead of medium to hard. So now you're going to start. I'm going to go from this end. We're going to start putting in where we want our orange colour and laying in, especially on these grayscale sections, where we want it to go. Oh, I need to get, what's the time, guys? I'll go and grab a pill in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to put that in here as well. I'll not put too much of a highlight in this section here because it's kind of towards the end. Sorry about my hand being over that. I just realised I put my hand over that. So here, there is a bit of a highlight there, and we will see that peek through, but not too much. I mean, it's quite close together. So there is a little one here, so you're going to kind of keep that, but have it light. Vary the pressure of your pencil. Yeah, or cowsies. Cowsies. Now, I know they can come in different sizes. I'm sorry, I'm talking about cowsies. If you're wondering what in the heck I'm talking about, we're talking about dog chews. I get cowsies for Chip. He's only a Chihuahua. He's tiny. But we get cowsies, which are less in fat. They're a natural chew. They're dried. They stink to high heaven, but they are low fat as well. But he also likes balls pizzles. So, you know, it's just finding. Yeah, I don't buy them for him at all. Honor, I do not buy him dental sticks. I don't like them. They're so hard. They go hard after a day, and they're going to end up really breaking his teeth. I'm just not doing them. Hi, Rosta. Is it Rosta or Roesta? Roesta? Is it 1 or 2? 1 is Rosta, 2 is Roesta. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm going to turn. Yeah, they stink, don't they, Lou? Yeah, he loves them too. Roesta. Yeah, no, he loves them. He loves them to pieces. He comes to me, he jumps up on my lap, and then he puts them in my face, and I'm like, get away. Get away. They stink. You go and enjoy them, sweetheart. But no, I don't want them. Yeah, natural chews all the way. There's so many available out there. Hi, Desiree, welcome back. Nice to have you back. Dash, yeah, I mean, when I put up a picture of him, I can put one up. Thank you so much, Terry. You have a good day. I'm very much about the natural. I don't want to go into it too much because it divides opinion, and I don't want to divide opinions. It's not what we're here. But I have raw feed Chip. He's on a raw diet. He has the odd treats of cooked, but for the most part, he's on a raw diet. And with the vitamins and Anyway, so he has. Desiree. He does have natural treats. I give him natural treats. He doesn't like any of the other stuff, to be honest. He loves his stinky. The stinkier, the better. But yeah, I raw feed him. He's very fussy with his food, though. I've got a dog that's fussy. But he does, for the most part, he has a raw food diet. He will have the odd treat of cooked. Oh, you do as well? Yeah. Natural treats all the way. Okay, back to hair. So as I was saying with this one, I am going light to medium, nowhere near as heavy on the lay down as goldenrod, because goldenrod is your starting point, I'd say. And you're working off of that. and bringing up those strands, and it meets it up. Oh, Kim, there's quite a few. Natural chicken sticks, any natural lamb stick. I'll show you in a minute. Please remind me at the end to show you as well. Hey, Blue Finger. That's okay. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Rabbit's ears as well. I know they're good. They clean the throat. Oh, there's so many. If you've got any, have you got any raw feeding shops? They've got lots of natural treats. I'd say cow's ears over pig's ears though, because pig's ears have got still heavy fat content. Cow's ears don't. I'd look at a good supplier in your area. That's a good thing. Make sure you go to a shop with a good reputation. Oh, Desiree, she got the go-ahead. Sorry, guys, 1 second. She got the go-ahead. She's home now. Oh, that's amazing. Yay. I'm so happy. So she's actually home now. Well, hey, Rain. I'm so happy for her. That's great stuff. I bet she's so happy. I got them crossed. They're crossed. Why don't I cross them? I try and cross them all. It's not going to work. Hold on. There we go. Quite a heavy lay down on this one. As I say, these take some time, hairs. They do take time. Woo! Oh, I'm so happy for her. Oh, this keeps going. Hold on. Hey, Graceland. Yeah, we're all good. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you. I'm just, thanks everyone. Ah, Zelie, she's lost all her hair. The tumours have shrunk. She's doing radiotherapy now. I'll quickly tell you. She's doing radiotherapy. She looks like she's going to make Christmas, which is good. You know, that's one of the things that she wanted to do. She wanted to make Christmas. Her son's moved down in with her. And she's got all of her family around her now, and yeah, she's just living to. She's so good. Like her determination and spirit is just amazing. So yeah, although she's not going to be cured and she's terminal, and she hasn't got a very long time left. She's doing so good. She's an absolute trooper. So yeah, she's doing well. Thanks for asking. The reason I don't talk about that is, yeah, you know, it's a sad subject, and I text in every sort of 3 days, make sure she's all right. I'll be down there again soon. She just wants to spend all the time she can with the kids and stuff, you know. So yeah, she's doing well. She's got a lovely wig. It looks amazing. Yes, go for it, Dash. Go for it. Okay, so I'm bringing that down. And again, I'm just going to bring that around in strands because I've got strands going around. So they're going to be sort of up and around. Can you see that? It does look real. Take care, Jane. Catch you Saturday. Hey, Shara, how are you? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, she's just absolute trooper. Absolute trooper. She's a strong lady, and my friend who I grew up with, Vicky, she's doing well with it all. You know, we was all a bit worried about her because she suffered with depression for a while, but she seems to be coping in waves of it. It hits her sometimes, but you know, you check in and make sure, don't you? But yeah, they're all good. They're all good. They're all coping. coping with the news well, but she doesn't, although she's having the chemotherapy and the radiotherapy and trying to shrink the tumours, you wouldn't know that she's unwell, if that makes sense. It's not hit her yet. Apart from her voice, her voice is gone, but apart from that, you wouldn't know. So yeah, she's doing well. Oh, Gracelyn, bless you. Yeah, I'll definitely go down and see her again. Definitely. I mean, it's just getting down there. That's what I mean. I used to drive all the time, everywhere. I was down there frequently when I drove. And when I had the car, well, the repairs of the car cost more than the car was worth, so it wasn't worth it, if that makes sense. So that's when I stopped driving. So the visits are not as frequent as they used to be. However, it doesn't mean, you know, that you love someone any less, or you don't want to see someone, or etc. You know how it goes. Sometimes life just changes things, but then you roll with it. You have a new kind of path and a new way of getting around it. That's just what's happened. Oh, these pencils. I'm going to just turn this, guys. So I'm just going a bit heavier in this section, because as you can see, I'm just going to concentrate for a minute. As you can see, this part is very dark. So you're going to have this as a darker section in general. So you want to lay this down a bit more, not heavier, just a bit more. So don't have it as spaced out, and have it a little bit more layered up. So layer up this cadmium orange hue in this section a little bit more. And that's it. And then it kind of just all rolls into each other, so it will, the flow of it will be right. Yeah, kind of making. Take care, Charlotte. Hey, Amberly, how are you? Hey, Julianne. Yeah, we've been on a little while now. I don't actually know how long we've been on. We've been on a while. These hair things take a little while, don't they? We've been on 2.5 hours already. How does that time go? It goes stupidly quick. Right, so I'm just making sure that I've covered all bases with the cadmium orange hue before I move on. Thank you, Julianne. You put your feet up, Amberly, after work. Okay, so as I said, laying in that colour. Making sure I've got it all put in before I move on. I think I'm okay with this cadmium orange. Now, I need to make sure this is sharp. Nice and sharp. Oh, why is my sharpener gone funny? Hold on. Oops, sorry. Ah, Frank. Oh, no, bless him. Oh, no, what's happened to my sharpener? Oh, no, I think I wore it out. Oh, I'm going to have to get onto Amazon in a minute and get another one. Oh. Let's try again. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to have to... I don't know if it's this. Hold on, guys. Let's make sure. No, there's not, Shara. Just had a look. No. There's nothing inside. Nothing. Hold on. 1 minute. I'm going to... Hold on, guys. Let's just make a mess here for a minute. Oh, is it clearing the ridges? Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Not now. I'll do it after the string. I got dust all over me. 1 minute. Oh, that went all in my face. Why did I do that? Why? Why did I do that? Why did I think that was a good idea? Yeah, no, I'll have to do it after. Oh my God. All right, I'll have a go. Thank you, Gracelyn. I just blew that and it just literally went all over me. Oh dear, I've got pencil stuff all over myself, all over my face. There we go. I don't even know sometimes about myself, honestly. Okay, let's make sure I've got no dust over this. Let's get it all off. I've got it all out. I need hoovering. I know, do not inhale. No, just, yeah, don't inhale them, guys. Don't blow out your nose like I've done. Okay, I'm going to go for these like long ones here. So I'm just going to sort of come down. There we go. So just bring it down here. So there's all these loosey ones, like little strangly hairs. So just allow your hand to release down, but don't go too far from what's put there. So you can add in your own directions on some, but just kind of go with the flow in it. So you're kind of just going with what's there, really. You can add in a couple if you want to. There we go. It's just adding in what's there. It's dependent on how you want it. Emily. Do you want to know what I've used so far so you can jot them down? So let me just quickly tell you because you came in late. So it's jasmine. It's then goldenrod second, cadmium orange hue third, pumpkin orange fourth, crimson lake. Let me just tell you because you joined late, and black last. So this is 1, 2, 3. We're on the third now. 4, 5, 6. So it's 1012, 1034, 118, 1032, 925, and 935. I'll tell them again at the end anyway. Righty, we need our pumpkin orange next. So yeah, you got them. So we go to our little diddy baby that we've got going on here. So I've got another diddy baby. So we've got quite a couple of small pencils here now. So, right. Now we're going to move over. We're on the last bit. This is our last bits up here. We're on the home stretch now, guys. Pumpkin orange. No, thank you. Yeah, it's quite a lot of colours, but it works. They work. Thank you, Gracelyn. Right, now, remember, come up nice and sharp with this pumpkin orange because you want to see it visible, but you're selective on where it's going. So you're going more into the grayscale sections, I'd say. So I'm pressing quite firm because I want it visible through the cadmium orange hue. So I'm being generous with my lay down. As you can see, it starts to bring it out in this section here. Oh, you're so sweet, bless you, thank you. Thank you very much, very kind of you. I'm going to turn you a minute. Yeah, Amber Lee, yes, with a bit more ivory, I'd say. You'd have more ivory sections. And wheat, out of the Derwent drawing, wheat. They got the best colours in that. Their oranges and their wheats are just amazing. Okay, so I'm bringing that up and I'm being quite generous now. This section here, I need to wax bloom it off. This section here, I'm going to be quite generous with my lay down. So, can you see? It's going to, I might have to find myself another pumpkin orange in a minute if I can find one. Hope I can. So just bring that down. I'm going to go on a mission in a minute and find one because I think this is a baby now. I'll try and get some use out of it. So I'm pressing firmish here to get this part. The darker sections I want firm. The lighter sections I don't want it firm, I want it light. So as you're coming down, just release it so you haven't got too much down there. Yes, definitely, 100%. Just bear with me, guys. Just got to sharpen my pencil. Because it broke. Come on. Stay with me, girl. My little pencil needs to stay with me now. It's on the end. I've literally covered. Oh, Shara, they are a Christmas pencil extender set. Lou's linked it a few times in chat. I'll put it in the description a couple of hours after because I go and make dinner. Yeah, mate, aren't they amazing? I love the Derwent drawings. Okay. So I'm bringing that up. They're a set of 5, Shara. Set of 5. Okay, so I'm going in a little bit firm. Again here, I'm going to bring up with the strands into these sections. I'm going round. You can add a little few in. So follow that circular motion and bring that into here as well. So you don't want to overdo it too much. Okay, so I'm going to leave them as they are. I don't want to add too much into those because they just end up making it. Is Lou still here? She had the link, bless her. Bear with me, guys. I need to dust myself down and then we're going to finish it up. We're nearly there. Bear with me. Oh, 2 seconds, everyone. I've literally got pencil shavings all over my legs. I just need to dust down a little bit. That's it. I felt like I would have just wood. I had wood all over me. I need to get the Hoover out very shortly. There you go, Lou. Just put it in there, Shara. Thanks, Lou. I'm going to turn down this brightness for a second so you can just see. Right, we're on the last stint. Take care, Ashley. Thanks for joining. You have a good day too. I'm just getting shavings everywhere. Right. Now we get back to the real stuff. Okay, so now I'm laying in. I'm so sorry about that. This is what happens on live shows. Sometimes things don't go according to plan and you get pencil shavings all over your body. And, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Okay. Then we are going to grab our Crimson Lake. That is really, really, really like, why is my sharpener not working? Do you think that's what it is, guys? Do you think it needs... Bear with me. Let's have a look. Let me see. No, it's not that. I'll have to try it again later. All right, I'll have a look, Gracelyn. I'll have a look with a paper paper clip, sweetheart. Right, so now I'm going to bring in the Crimson Lake. And I'm going to be selective on the lay down, the application of it. And again on that part, so not too much of a lay down. I'm going to have to turn you a minute, but I want it a little bit heavier on this section. And that's just because this section is generally a little bit darker. So we'll just go with the flow on this one. And I'm not in chat for a second. I'm just concentrating. Then I'm going to turn it that way and I'm going to add a few strands coming down. As I said, we'll build this up. Oops. Ah, yeah, it's a lovely style for a wedding, isn't it? I agree. Okay, so now I'm going to bring up some of the red and fan it out from that point there. So fan your hand out like a fan. Go from your point, fan out. It just keeps within that pattern. And at the tops, you have to go with what's given. So it's circular motions round. It's like a semicircle. And just allow that down. And the same with bringing the pressure of the pencil very, very, very lightly up. So you're allowing it to come in, but not too much. Oh, you found them on Amazon. Hey. So they're on Amazon US as well, guys. That's exciting. So you can go and buy yourself some Christmas pencil extenders. Ta-da! So I'm going to turn the pencil, the paper. I'm talking about pencil extenders. I'm saying turn the pencil. No, I'm not turning the pencil. Turn the paper. And again, just very random placement, not too heavy. And bring these strands down. And with this part, I'm going to fan from this point up and round. I'm just going to quickly sharpen that again. Oh, wish. I'm going to have a good go at that, Gracelyn, after. I'm going to have a good go. I'm going to go from my bottom half first and then come to my top. As I said, we're on the home run. We've only got a lay down of the base to go, like reintroducing, and the black details. And if we've got any touch-ups, we'll add them. And just very lightly applying that. The thing is with the reds, you don't need much pressure on lay down because it's very vivid. So if you went too hard, you wouldn't even see the oranges. It would just be red. The reason why I don't go too heavy is you want to see the oranges first. Connie, I wish. Okay, I'm just going to turn it a minute, guys, just for a second. I wish I could do it for you. To be fair, I wish my hair looked like this, I'll tell you. So, not too much, not too much. Yeah, I know, I'm going to put all my little baby ones together, I think. I've got my Christmas extenders. It is cold. It is cold. Kim, what sandwich you got? I'm going to have to go eat dinner. I don't even know what I got for dinner. Andrew's got steak. I have got nothing at the moment, so I'll have to go and root through. Okay, so that's the Crimson Lake for now. I don't want any more of that. Remember I said about coming back to an original pencil. So like from our beginning bit, we had the goldenrod. So we're going to come back to that. Grey's good. Grey's in, Connie. Grey's in. we're doing grey on one of these. Right, back to goldenrod. Nice sharp pencil. I will be doing it, Connie. Yep, it's coming up. Right, goldenrod you want to go through quite dark, quite heavy on your lay down. So you want it to be a little bit darker than light. You know, if you were to put it down, if you were doing that, that wouldn't be. You need to go quite deep with this. It's going to be quite a heavy lay down. So I have to just hold that down for a second. So into all your white spaces, get those white spaces gone and get into your lightest colour. White spaces eliminated. Don't need white. You won't have white spaces in your hair. So you've got highlights in your hair for sure. So use your lightest colours to come back in and apply that in very, very firm. It will tone down some of the red in the process, but it will also take out any white sections. You don't want white. So you want white be gone. You don't need the white. Okay. So you see, it's taking it all out. But then you're going to come back to your jasmine as well on all the little sections that you might not have got first time. Ah, Desiree, you've got a little pot of them, haven't you? See, I'm now starting to build up my little ones. You'll laugh at my smallest ones, though. Yes, some of them aren't as orange, some of them are. It depends. Brie out of oh, that's my smallest. Brie out of Desperate Housewives. It all depends. I know they're so tiny. I get full use out of them. The rest of it all depends. This is just the way I do it. It's not going to also be like normal, you know. It's just colouring. It might not be the same. A friend of mine's got very bright gingery hair, so I know it's so small. So coming back to my lightest colour, I just want to take out my white spaces. I'm going to go with jasmine. And that's just in the tiniest sections. That's why I say it's not tutorials, it's how I colour. Because there's many artists that do proper, you know, true to life stuff. And I'm sure that they've got tutorials out there. So if you want to dig around on YouTube, you might find one that's a lot better than mine. Oh, I've done that, Lou. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've done that. I've put them in my teeth to get it to turn. Okay. I'm just getting it in these little sections that I've missed colour from. Okay. Now we're going to get our black, which will just put any detailing in that we might want. So I'm going to come to the middle. And again, same into here. And I'm just literally branching out from that middle point. It goes in every which direction, doesn't it? Ah. Yeah, no, Loretta, I know that, sweetheart. It's fine. I was just saying, I probably don't have the best of lifelike sort of colours, but, you know. Oh, welcome back, Katrina. Oh, thank you, everyone. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Loretta, I know, sweet. Honestly, I just, I know that I've probably not done this true to colour. It's just how I do it, that's all. So, yeah, no, 100%. Okay, I'm going to go from this point as well. And then the same in regards to, I think I'm going to bring some like round. And the same with these parts. I'm just trying to work out and plan where I want my sort of colours to go. Oops. Thank you. I don't want too much. I'm going to have to turn. I'm going to have to turn. I don't want too much black in here, to be fair, because I need to tidy it up anyway, which I will do with you here. I'm not doing anything off camera. But it's sort of planting it all in where you want it and then just sorting any of the edges out. So with regards to like these parts, I'm sort of just going to very seldom bring some strands around. And the same with these, but I have to hold the paper here, so I know I might be blocking the black. I hope I'm not. And then I'm just concentrating on where I'm putting black for a minute. I've not looked up to chat for a second. So just kind of putting, okay, I need to might tidy up a little bit. So this is kind of what we got. I hope the lighting's not off. Bear with me. Oh, thank you. So if I turn it that way, you can kind of see the different colours. So I hope, because the light's hitting it at that angle, which really irritates me. So if I turn it up, you can kind of see more of the detail of where we're gone with it. So if I hold it like that a minute, and we just have a look at what needs tidying up. So from eye at the moment, I'm 100% going to say that I need to bring in a little bit of the pumpkin orange, I'd say, just to tidy up here. So that's what I mean. You've got to look at it at the end. Thank you, guys. So it's kind of just planning it out a bit. So it's tidying up. Oh, hold on. I've just knocked the camera about 50 million times there. Hold on. I need that a little bit thinner. Just bear with me. This is what I mean. I need to tidy up. And this is where tidy up's really handy, because you can pick up. I need to strand that out a little bit more. So let me just dull that down. If I dull that down, when I come back to doing my strands, you can put them back in, but it will start again with it. I'm tidying up because I wasn't quite happy with that. So when you get this isn't pumpkin orange, this is cadmium orange hue. You probably wouldn't have done that bit, but me being me, this is crimson light. I just needed to tidy it up. Okay, that's better. So I'm just sort of looking at it from that point of view. Let me zoom out. There we go. If I need my black. If I get my black a minute. Just want to sort of bring in a little few bits more. So I think, that's really bugging me, that bit. It's not as strandy how as I like it. This is me being my own critic. Bear with me, everyone. You know when something's just not right for you, that's what's happening up there. It's not right for me. It has to be right before I'm happy with it. Bear with me. I get in one of those zones where I have to sort of tidy it up a bit. There we are. Okay, I think I'm happy with her. Ah, thank you, guys. I'm happy you like her. So we have done today, I'll recap. If you're not knowing, I've done Strawberry Blonde Natural Red Hair, how I colour it. Then I have added in there, so let me move all my mess, and I will put the colours down the side to recap for anyone that may have joined late. There we go. So I started off with, thank you. I started with Jasmine, went into Goldenrod, went into Cadmium Orange Hue, then Pumpkin Orange. We moved over to some detailing in Crimson Lake, and then into our final detailing in Black. And that is what we've kind of ended up with. So I've put the post-it note there because you can see then what we've done. And then if you want to jot anything down, or you didn't take it down the first time and you just want to take it down now, it's Jasmine 1012, Goldenrod 1034, Cadmium Orange Hue 118, Pumpkin Orange 1032, Crimson Lake 95, and Black 935. Yeah, no, I really would like this hair colour too, Jerry. So that concludes today's episode. Now, on Saturday, I do plan on coming back with our Christmas colour along. Oh, thank you. I do plan on coming back with our Christmas colour along. If for whatever reason I can't make it, then just know it is nothing other than pain. So just bear with me on that, because it's been very, very bad recently. However, I will be here as long as I can. So just take it as I'm coming. I'm here in my usual time, 4 p.m. UK time. 4:15 at tops. We'll be doing the Rita Berman colour along. We're going to start it off. It will be in sections. Will not be in one go like this one. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your company as always. Thank you for being amazing and always so encouraging and inspiring as a group. I will see you on Saturday for those of you that can join me. If you can't and you're out having fun doing Christmas things, enjoy yourselves. Have fun. This is what this time is for. So thank you so, so much, everyone. Lots of love, and I will see you on Saturday. Take care.